today we're going to have a look at this pen. This pen was lent to me by my friend Murray. He said, oh, you should probably review this. And I said, oh, I probably should, shouldn't I? 'Tis Arco Verde. And this is Bexley, the Golden Age triangles. So in a nutshell, the Armando Simoni Club brand, as I understand it, bought Bexley, at the very least the name Bexley, and is now making pens under that name. Very interesting. We have Arco Verde, in this case, the very coveted green Arco celluloid, one of the original Omas celluloids. Interesting pen. I don't have the box, I'm sorry, but I lent this pen at I borrowed this pen at a pen meet, so I didn't actually bring the box. Tough luck, we're just going to be talking about the pen. Okay, so I'm going to cover the parts of the pen. I'll do a writing sample, I'll tell you what I like about it, what I don't like about it. And of course, very kind thanks to Murray for lending me this pen. Alright, let's get started. Okay, so here we have the Bexley Golden Age triangles. So in a nutshell, made of Arco Verde, and in case, I'm sure you can actually also make this line up one way or another, but oh. Simpler than I thought. Anyway, made by Armando Simoni Club, or at least for Armando Simoni Club. Art Deco style. But first of all, what is Arco Verde? Because you may never have heard of Arco Verde. Well, there was an Italian company called Omas. They made very pretty celluloids, and they made pens out of them. And one of the more coveted celluloids they had was Arco. There is green Arco, which is what you see here, Arco Verde, and then there is brown Arco, which you see here. And since Omas went out of business, the prices for Arco material pens have skyrocketed, which is a bit of a shame, but in any case, it is very coveted. So, an Art Deco style pen. This particular pen, limited to 150 pens. It is cartridge-converter. It has an 18 karat gold nib, medium nibs only, and that's pretty much all there's to it. So let's cover the parts of this pen. I don't have the box to show you because I borrowed this pen at a pen meet, so I don't have it. Okay, just took the pen home. I'm sorry. The ASC boxes are always quite nice, but I've reviewed other ASC pens and you can see what their boxes look like. Okay, so let's start on top here. So we have this interesting logo that I am now, oh there we go, the B. B for Bexley, right? Looks like it's laser engraved. Then we have the clip, and the clip says USA in Bexley, also laser engraved. Then on top here we have all these triangles, which are indeed very Art Deco, and it's not a miracle, the pen is called the Golden Age triangles. Then we have a nice close-up there of that Arco Verde. It is a very pretty material. What about the clip? The clip is nice and springy. Then we have a center band. It says Bexley Golden Age, number 32 out of 300. Didn't I just say 500? I got that from the website, but here it clearly says 32 out of 300. So then there are 300. No problem. Updated live. Okay, now we have all these triangles here. So more triangles, right? Then we have the barrel, which is fairly straight, then tapers down, made to post, and here at the end we have more triangles, and then this little end cap thing. The section is quite small. There is metal on both sides here. There are the threads, of course. Very small hourglass shaped section. When I saw that, I thought that can't be very comfortable because it's so small. But to be honest, it's actually really quite comfortable. I was surprised, and I have larger hands, so I was very surprised by that. Nib, again, laser engraved. It does say 18K, 750, that's an actual engraving. Interesting pattern, the Bexley pattern. It is a bit blue here because of the ink that's in it. And then we have an ebonite feed, which is quite nice. The pen is fed by a cartridge converter system, very fancy, so we'll have to be a bit careful, I don't actually operate this, fancy cartridge converter system. It says Bexley there, has an ink window, but for all intents and purposes it's just a captive converter, right? It's just a converter. Okay. The pen, being a bit smaller, can definitely be posted, and it looked to me, I wasn't sure if this would actually post, but Murray said no, post it. So post it you can, and then it's actually a very nice size. So there you have it, kind of a fun pen. Let's see how it writes. Oh, sorry, zoom out a bit. So I don't know what ink is in here, because I took it out of pen meat. I don't know, I'm sorry. Bexley Golden Age triangles. And the nib, as I said, is a medium, 18K medium, because that's all I could find on the website. It's a very pleasant writer. I'm going to try it without posting too. It's there is a touch of feedback, but overall very pleasant. And good ink flow too, which is really quite nice. Wetness. Pretty wet. Line variation. Not a flex nib. This is not one of the magic flex nibs that ASC does, so be careful. It's not a flex nib. You can squeeze out a bit of line variation, but always be very careful, right? This is not meant to be flexed or designed to be flexed. Okay, what about reverse writing? It's possible, and turns that medium into a fine. And it's not super scratchy either. It's actually not bad at all. So that is a nice option for those of you who would like to turn the nib upside down for a finer line. Okay, well, there you have it. Let's see what I like and what I do not like about this pen. What do I like? What do I not like about the Bexley Golden Age triangles? Well, there are certain things that are an almost instant like. The Arco celluloid is very sought after. The brown and the green, they're very sought after. It is Arco Verde. It is a small pen. There's no, I mean, there's no two ways about it. This is a small pen. It's comfortable though, and the section, again, even though I saw this and I thought that can't be comfortable, I find it comfortable. I really do. I also like the fact that it posts, but the posting is a little weird to me. Although it posts, I mean, I can use it unposted. I would prefer to use a pen this size posted, but it doesn't post very deeply. So what you end up with is a pen that does post, but because the metal here is actually quite top heavy. So posted, I don't find it super comfortable, and unposted, I find it kind of small, so also not super comfortable. I would have preferred to have seen a pen that you could post, let's say, up to this depth or something, so that you would have a bit more length, but not the super far sticking out cap and top heaviness. What else can I say about this? I think one thing that we should talk about is the price. $945 US. We have, I mean, strange days have found us, right? Because we now live in a time where you could basically say, oh, how much is that pen? Well, it's 250, but it's Arco, so it's 500, right? And that bothers me a little bit, because it's Arco. It's a material. Now, we as pen users do this. We do this. We say, we love Arco, 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 give us more Arco. And that drives up the price. I would be a bit uncomfortable spending almost $1,000 on this pen. Cartridge converter, it has a gold nib, which is great, but still $1,000. I realize it's limited, I realize it's Arco, $500, and I would say, yeah, that's pen this size, cartridge converter, $500, Arco, nice. Maybe $650. $945, I personally find a bit much for this particular pen. Having said that, a very nice writer. Again, there's the size issue for me. With posted, doesn't really work. Unposted doesn't really feel right either. But that, of course, will depend on your hand size as well. So some people don't like. I like oversized pens. Some people don't. So that's a very personal thing. That's pretty much it. That's it. I don't have much more to say about it. So what do you think? Do you think that simply because it's Arco, it should just command a higher price, like it should just like be more expensive? Tell me. I hope this was useful. A very kind thank you to Murray for lending me the pen, and I'll gladly see you later. Bye bye.